Welcome back to Central Valley Business, where we meet business owners or people having an event or have something cool coming up. And what would business be without our chambers of commerce? To that end, we've invited Greg Newman from Clovis Chamber of Commerce.
Yes, thank you.
It's our favorite chamber, by the way. And you don't have to be from Clovis, do you?
You do not. You know, we have members from all over the Central Valley.
Yeah, people who want to do business with Clovis people, no doubt.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, we love our chamber. We love our members. Over 600 strong now, and like I said, we have members from all over the Central Valley.
Now, you're still there on Pulaski?
Yes, we are.
Yeah,
yes, we are.
When I was a kid, that was our library.
Mm-hmm.
The kids section was in the basement. So
yeah.
cool, and I'm glad it's still there. So now, how many members do you have?
We have over 600 members.
600
now.
members from all over the place.
Yeah.
And what do you have to do to be a member?
Well, you need to have a business license in Fresno or Clovis. We do have an application process, but we have members from all walks of life, all different types of businesses. And we're looking for members that want to be part of our community, if it's Clovis or Fresno or just the Central Valley. And their membership, what that is, they get all sorts of different, benefits, financial benefits to being a member, but also it's just a sense of belonging. It adds instant credibility to the business, to their business, being a member of a Chamber of Commerce.
A Chamber of Commerce.
And it really does help strengthen our community.
I don't know if your members know this benefit, but when I was in the state legislature, Clovis Chamber would call me all the time and say, hey, watch out for this bill because this would really help our businesses, or watch out for this bill because it will hurt our businesses. So the chamber is really proactive. So each business doesn't have to have their own person calling. The chamber kind of comes
right. So
up
the Chamber of Commerce and the Clovis Chamber is the voice of business for our community and for our members. So we have a government affairs committee, and we routinely look at different pieces of legislature that may positively or negatively affect business in the Central Valley. And so we meet about it, we discuss it, we talk about it, and then we choose at some point to publicly oppose or support that piece of legislation.
And it made my life easy as a legislator to have somebody who really knew about this one subject to really dig through it for me.
Yeah.
Now, we know that the Rodeo Association puts on the rodeo and the parade. Boot puts on some events. Does the chamber put on any events?
We do. Our two marquee events for the city of Clovis, I'll call it, besides the rodeo, is Big Hat Days, which is the first full weekend in April. That's coming up. That is one of our events.
The chamber puts that on.
Chamber puts that on, and then also we put on Clovis Fest, Hot Air and the Hot Air Balloon Fun Fly the last weekend in October, and that's one of our marquee events. So is
that one thing, Clovis Fest and the balloons?
Yes. Yeah, it's one event. So we do two really large events. We take over the streets of Old Town for those two events, one in April, one in October, and it's a regional draw, and it's a generational event.
That's great for Clovis.
Big Hat Days is we're going into our 84th year of Big Hat Days, so we're really excited about it and want to invite everybody out to the streets of Old Town.
Now, I've never seen the balloons take off because it's at the crack of dawn.
It is.
But they used to fly over my house. Dozens of them would fly right over my house, and I'd get up in time for that. So,
yeah, we do that on Saturday and Sunday of Clovis Fest. So we have a great title sponsor this year with the Noble Credit Union. They take off from the rodeo grounds, and they majestically fly over Clovis early in the morning.
That is a great event.
Yeah.
Now, if somebody's interested in joining, you have a website. Where should they start?
We do. ClovisChamber.com is the best place to start. There's an application that they can download right there. Or they could always call the chamber office and speak to our membership director at 299-7363 is our phone number.
Now, I see you guys do the ribbon cutting, which is great.
We do.
And that's how I find out about most new businesses. Is Clovis Chamber sends me an email and says we're having a ribbon cutting,
we are.
But you have all kinds of events.
Yeah, we do. We call it our Wednesday lineup, or our kind of our monthly events. So the first Wednesday of each month, we just started a kind of revamped and restarted a new program called Wake Up Clovis. And Wake Up Clovis is we do it at the Herndon campus of Clovis Community College. And the first Wednesday of each month, we have a different topic that's we feel is important to business owners. This one coming up March 4th is on the mandatory new 401k requirements for employers. It doesn't matter what kind of employer you are, nonprofit, restaurant.
You better find out
about it, or you can be heavily fined. So that's the one coming up in March, but we're going to go all the way through November. And then we have a lunch connect on the next Wednesday. We do a monthly mixer on the third Wednesday of the month. Matter of fact, we have one tonight. But in addition to that, we host different programs throughout the year that we feel will benefit our membership. So if it's bringing in some community leaders, elected officials to talk about things that are important to them, topical items, things like that.
Well, I could say this: you guys send just enough emails.
We
Not too many. It's just right. It really is.
Yeah.
I read some or I don't read them, but
Right.
the subject line gets me to open them. I say, I'm going to check that out, see what's going on.
Well, that's the way we do it. We want to send it out there, and it's up to the individual if it's important to them or
But
not.
they're always good. It's very informative. Okay, did you give the web address?
www.clovischamber.com.
ClovisChamber.com, easiest web address to remember. ClovisChamber.com. If you're interested in the chamber or just what's going on in Clovis, and joining is a good idea.
I think it's a great idea, and like I said, we've had some members that have been members since 1910 when we first started, and one would be Sasano's Menswear in Old Town Clovis. So it's just being part of the community. You get some great benefits. You get a lot of great information. It really does help your business succeed.
It does. And like I said, by giving to the chamber, they do that, watching Sacramento and watching City Hall on our behalf, so we could do our jobs, and they could do that kind of work. So thanks for coming. We want you to come every month or send somebody every month over here. We'd love to have that.
Well, I appreciate it, and I thank you for having me.
Greg Newman, the new, do you still call you the new?
Well, starting
CEO?
my third year. So.
All right, we'll be back with more Central Valley business right after this.